What a difference a day makes, huh? Anyway, a little cooler out here this morning. 33. That's what the little wagon says. And we're leaving Kroger. New year, same story. What I don't understand though is that I put this little picture on, right? Oops, sorry, chest mount type action. And at one point yesterday, early in the day, might even been, technically, timely speaking, the evening before, but anyway, we were up to 10,534 subscribers. And then as of last night or this morning or whenever, it was down to 10,529. So we lost 5 subscribers. Not that it really matters in the big picture of things, but the point is, why is everybody commenting like, oh, good for you, and that's great to hear, and probably more money coming your way? I don't necessarily think you guys understand how this works. With less subscribers, it's probably going to be less pay coming my way, and the less subscribers, the not better, right? I mean, I don't know. Not that that's what we're after in the big picture of things, but I think people misunderstood my intentions with the post. I was kind of saying, like, 5 people have already unsubscribed. I guess they're starting that new year, new them type thing. And the new them would include not being subscribed to Mr. Scrappy. So, I mean, I don't think that's really good for me. So stop saying good for you. Insert Christian Bale clip. Oh, good for you. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, Google Christian Bale, oh, good for you. And it's pretty good. It'll be good for you. Anyway, but not as good for you as it was for me. Ladies, anyway, I don't know what the point is. The point is, it's Wednesday. It's January 1st, and basically, we're going to go right around the same place we did yesterday on Tuesday. So it's Wednesday for a Tuesday, but it's Tuesday because it's Wednesday because Ray don't know which way he's going or coming or going or what in the world's going on this week. Anyway, so, yeah, but I was just saying, like, stop saying good for you. Or are you guys just being sarcastic? I don't know. I'm kind of stupid. But anyway, yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's my story to tell, and these damn yellow lights. Should we stop? Nah, we'll go ahead and stop. Okay. I feed my dogs good. Anyway, I got some little Caesars in here, too. I buy the little one, the Caesar cups. She's my special puppy. Anyway, look, no shit. I was walking out the door. The lady was all like, 127. Those are good for a whole month, right? Woohoo! No. Anyway, I mean, that's not probably the fanciest, funnest flavor in the world. Hot cocoa. I don't mind the plain sugar cookie. Like, if you take a butter knife and you scrape that shit off there, I'll eat the heck out of them. Anyway, she's like, would you like a free cookie? And I was all like, but she had a whole cart full of these cases, and I was all like, does it matter how many? And she just looked at me and smiled and said, go ahead. So I took a case. Anyway. Hey, look, I put out a free bin. So far, it's just getting rained on. But, yeah, man. You guys got any big plans for the new year? Can't say that I do. Old T. Hanks is still doing the same old routine. Need to get old Bert to come out here and blast these moles out my front yard. It's making it so squishy you can't even walk out here. Anyway, now we're back.
Down by the yard where the jukebox lies, a man works hard under iron skies, with calloused hands and a sharpened grin, turning lust to riches. Let the story begin. Called Scrappy, the king of steel, with a scrapyard hammer and a heart of wheel. Mr. Scrappy, Mr. Scrappy, turning broken dreams into treasure found. Mr. Scrappy, the man of might, he's the scrapyard king in the dead of night. value of a twisted frame. Every bolt to beam, it calls his name. With a blowtorch blazing and a will to strive. In the heart of scrap, he keeps hope alive. Chains clank loud and the sparks fly high. Mr. Scrappy waves the past goodbye. Mr. Scrappy, turning broken dreams into treasure found. Mr. Scrappy, the man of might. He's the scrapyard king in the dead of night. He knows the value of a twisted frame. Every bolt and beam, it calls his name. With a blowtorch blazing and a will to strive. In the heart of scrap, he keeps hope alive. Chains crack loud and the sparks fly high. Mr. Scrappy waves the past goodbye. Mr. Scrappy, turning broken dreams into treasure found. Mr. Scrappy, the man of might. He's the scrapyard king in the dead of night. He not speaks and he understands. A symphony forged by his rugged hands. With a knack for finding worth in waste, he turns a broken into something great.
Hey, here's that dumpster can. You want to see if there's anything in it? I didn't see any cars around today. It's aluminum, ain't it? I wonder if we can get some of that out of there. Maybe. Take a few pieces of that. That's a long one. I don't know. We got a little bit of aluminum there. It's kind of neat. Anyway, that's what I was saying. I seen a big dumpster up here the other day, which would have been yesterday. But there was like people around and stuff, so I was all like, I don't know. Maybe not. I actually went to school there. See, that would have been kindergarten through 3rd. But you gotta understand, man, every time I climbed up that dumpster side there, I'm thinking, like, who's in this house behind me? Is somebody watching? Like, there's no cars here, but somebody's about to walk out the door, right? Like, it's just the anxiety. I don't like it. Like, every piece I got, I was like, let's just go now, you know, cut our losses. We, you know, something's better than nothing, that whole thing. I don't like it. This I don't mind. Oh, let's call housekeeping while we're here again. A lot of folding. Whatever. Let's go. Hey, what is that? We're dropping stuff. Okay. Anyway. Honestly, you know what? I'm not 100% certain, but that might have just went right back out the other side. Oops. I don't know. A for effort. I tried. New Year's Day, street scrapping, dumpster diving, pick it up, pack it in, let me begin. Oh my goodness, What's with all the garbage leaking from my wagon? Anyway, I can't promise you guys that we're going to do 7 videos a week, 7 days a week. But frankly, I didn't promise that in 2024. I didn't promise that in 2023. Not quite sure how many years we've been doing this. Upon the deletion of the first Mikey Fine Stuff. Whatever happened to that guy? If you ever see Mikey Fine Stuff, tell him he's a... Anyway, don't tell him that. That'd make me sad. Anyway, no, go ahead. You call him whatever you want. But the point is, man, we're going to do it. Insert Hank Hill clip. We're going to do it. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do it. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to do it. So, when it comes along, you will be the... I don't know what order you'll be in to know. Because, I'll know first, because, I got to film it, right? But then I'll show it to you, ladies. And then, in order of appearance, you guys will catch it on the upload. Anyway, so, 2025, huh? January 1st. Kind of seems like I was just here yesterday. Anyway, yeah, I don't got any big changes to do, to coming to me, to mine. Anyway, I don't know. I think I said something about being nicer, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll play that by ear, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, and then, yeah, so, right, I don't know. Just kind of blabbering at this point. But anyway, how's that steering wheel looking? I don't know, we're doing better than yeah, we're doing better than we did yesterday. Which we could have done that yesterday if we would have had big enough balls to go up there and say, excuse me, sir, do you mind if we climb into that dumpster? And which we weren't actually climbing into it. That's another thing. I'm always leery about climbing into them because then somebody's definitely going to come out hey, you're going to get hurt. If you get hurt, I get in trouble. And it's no, if I get hurt, I get hurt. That's the end of the story. I'm not that guy. Although I'd like to be that guy. I'd like to find a frog in my pork and beans or something, and be like, oh my God, a frog in my pork and beans. Give me $7 million and a new can of pork and beans. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't shy away from it, but I'm not looking for that either, I'm not like a slip and fall guy. But anyway, I'm a, hey, what's in your garbage guy? But yeah, so, I don't know. We'll ride around here, see what we see. It's not the richest town around. I can't tell you exactly how many miles I am from the shoreline, but there's not a beach house in sight. I mean, it is what it is, The Orekians, it's like somebody that you'd run into on Star Trek, Captain, we're on planet Orek. I don't know. I wasn't the biggest Star Trek guy. I watched Next Generation a little bit just because that's what was on at 10 o'clock or something stupid or something. 11, 9, I don't know. Right around then. Sorry, I was looking out the window. You was getting some up-close action on that steering wheel. You want to do what burns my balls today? Well, what burns my balls today, or chaps my ass, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever makes your biscuits stick. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You ever have that happen to your eggs? That's the worst, man. Anyway. Ew. I bet if you kick dumpsters... did you see me? I climbed up in that dumpster. I didn't assault it. There was no violence involved. I made Scrappy. I made sweet scrappity love to it. Anyway, I bet if you kick dumpsters, you like the taste of burnt scrambled eggs. Like, not only the taste, I bet you like to scrape that real thin burnt layer off the skillet and roll that up and dip that in sticky breakfast ketchup. Anyway, is that all you do with your sticky breakfast ketchup? But the point is, I forget what I was even going to say. Oh yeah, what burns my balls is the fact that not only on YouTube, but there's a ton of these YouTube, every guy that has access to the Doppler radar is a YouTube weatherman, right? And they're all like, the Arctic blast. Oh look, sweater lady's got clear bags. I got more clothes than I can. Oh my God, have you seen my backyard? Hey, they got a cord out here too. So we're gonna stop for the tail, but we're gonna take the clothes as well. Oh Jesus. Maybe I am a hoarder. You are a hoarder, Mr. Scrappy. You lie. You like to hoard clothes, don't you, Mr. Scrappy? Not really, but you never know what's in the bag. It's usually brand name stuff, you know? Anyway, it's got a lot of Goodwill tags. I think they're the shopaholic hoarder type. But, yeah, so what burns my balls is all these YouTube, like, weather guys and just weather guys in general. That's not a bad look. Oh, it's got tape all over it. Other than the broken spot, it's not a bad looking cord. I sound like somebody trying to give something away to a scrapper. Other than that bad spot, it works perfectly fine. That extension cord's perfectly good. Just ignored all the electrical tape on it. But no, you know, like this Arctic blast it's January. I was watching the weather guy, the local guy this morning, and he was saying we're going to be at like 30, highs in the 30, 32, and our average is, what did he say, like 37, 39, something like that. And it's like, well, 32 and 37, 39, that's not that far apart, you know? So instead of, when it gets cold in winter, because as of late, it doesn't, you know? We don't have a winter. So instead of saying, like, prepare for the Arctic blast, why don't we just call it January? Just like, prepare for some January, because that's what it is, right? Like, if this were June and we were having an Arctic blast and it was like, yeah, I could understand. But it's January. So, everybody prepare for January, right? Anyway, I don't know. And that's what burns my balls today. Also, the fact that they garner so much views from it. It's like, do people not have access? Did they unhook the rabbit ears from everything? Like, does nobody watch regular, you know, local TV anymore? You should have broadcast, like, networky television that you can get local updated weather and not have to wait for a YouTuber. I don't know. Because, like, I mean, when I think of breaking news or, like, weather updates or special reports, it's like I don't necessarily think of YouTube. Granted, there's a lot of live streams and you can get updates and up to the minute. Boots on the ground. That sort of action, you know? But, I mean, are they doing that for you or for them? I don't know. Like the day Mr. Scrappy posts his, hey, we made it to 100,000 subscribers video, then you can drop it in the comments and say, hey, Mr. Scrappy, are you doing this for you or for us? Because right now, I mean, it's pretty much 50-50. Well, I don't know. Let's say 60-40. I got to eat, guys, you know? I hope you don't mind. I'm going to snatch a couple crumbs off your plate. But anyway, yeah, so, I don't know, whatever, right? Did you watch the news this morning? What was the big story that caught your eye? Drop it in the comments. Let me think. What was on the news this morning locally that caught my eye? Definitely wasn't local. Oh, we're doing local, right? No, I don't know. What caught my eye this morning? There wasn't much, really. Anyway, the news. I hate that show. That's a good movie. You ever seen Idle Hands? That's a good movie. Anyway. Oops, a lot of drive time again today. I'm sorry if it's not a complete trash picking video, like you don't feel completely trash picked, or I'm not entirely sure what entails a complete trash picking video, like a full wagon. I consider a complete trash picking video as me getting my ass up off the couch, putting some gas in the truck, doing the route, and going home. Don't matter what's in the back. That's a trash picking video. If we fill it up, we fill it up. If we don't, we don't. What's that? What's that, Mr. Scrappy? I don't know. We're going to stop and have us a look here. I think it's just boxes, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, you guys know we're going to be seeing those things until March. Yeah, it's just boxes. Okay. There's so many boxes out still. Everybody's all ungifting the boxes. You know what we should do is, while it's box season, what's that? There's a fold 'em up table. We got a cul-de-sac here. We'll grab it. We should look for the best of the best boxes, like all the Nike boxes we can find, and some big screen TV boxes, and then go rent us one of these storage units and just fucking, sorry, pardon my French, let's pad this unit, baby. You want to? Are you guys down with me? Sin for the win in 25, and we'll just fill it full of like designer stuff, and you know, all them empty ring boxes that I found in them shoe bags. We'll take all the shoes out of the shoe boxes and we'll put the shoe boxes in there. That's a great idea, gang. Why didn't I think of that? We could, though. See if we can get Storage Pirate to come give us about $12,000 for it. He'll be like, oh my goodness, look at all this designer material. This guy must have been a famous YouTuber. I ain't never bought nobody famous unit. I'm not sure I'm into famous units. Whoa, they painted it. What's it say? Thank you. Next sip. Oh, it was like a lemonade stand. Mr. Scrappy's ice cold lemonade. Should we just stopping the video? You guys just want to ride with me? Somewhere Bill O'Reilly's out there like, fuck it, do it live. Goddamn thing myself, Mr. Scrappy. We're gonna do it live. Anyway, that's another good clip. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Hope everybody's having a good day. Is everybody still like lounging? I thought the kids went back to school tomorrow for some reason. I've been on like laundry overload because I usually try to do it on the weekends. Well, Saturday really. I start on Saturday. If I can complete the loads on Saturday, then, you know, ladies. Anyway, but usually it winds up, it's like a Sunday rush kind of a thing. But they were off, so I didn't this past weekend, you know. And it's just kind of like, whoa, that's a lot of laundry, dude. I know, right? And anyway, yeah, so I was like, man, they go back, you know, like, ah. But then it turns out they don't. Not tomorrow, at least. So anyway, that's cool. Sale pending. Huh. You guys want to check out that house? We'll grab the next one. We'll stop and get the information from the realtor sign. I'm not really trying to hide any addresses from anybody. Like, if you guys want to know where I'm at, we're at the corner of Springside Drive and Crestwood Drive, Mason, Ohio, 45040. come get me. Anyway, you want to compete? We'll compete. I don't care. You can scrap this neighborhood too. There's garbage for everyone. What was that? I couldn't tell. Sticks, maybe? That or bed rails? I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with sticks. I don't know. What's a good Sticks song? You like that 70s rock? Somebody out there's just hitting stop on their phone. Like, stop, make them stop, stop. Just pause the video, Mr. Scrappy. I will here in a minute. I don't know what all we're gonna find down here. I may need all this, you know what I'm saying? We want to have a full trash picking video. Yeah, so, oh, that's what caught my eye on the local news this morning. I went to light a cigarette and it just, light bulb. Anyway, I guess old Kentucky there across the river, they banned a lot of the vapey stuff, so all these vapey guys are like, oh, I need my triple berry mocha spice latte vapor cartridge. And I'm all like, just smoke a cigarette, dude. But no, you shouldn't do that. Smoking's bad for you. So is vaping, though, probably. I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird. It's odd. I don't like it. Makes me cough. That's the cigarettes, Mr. Scrap. I know, you're probably right. But anyway, yeah, they banned all the, like, sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you there. What do they call that? I forget. I startled you. That's it. Dance like marionettes. That's the word. Marionettes. That's what I was trying to think of, but I just couldn't think of it. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. Swaying to the symphony of marionettes. Anyway, like Being John Malkovich. That's a great movie, too. I tried to get the kid to watch it, like, here a while back, but there's absolutely no interest at all. No culture. Anyway, so, what? Oh yeah, flavored vape stuff. You can only get, like, what they said it was, it has to be approved by the FDA or the USDA or the FBI or CIA or somebody's got to say it's like good vape stuff, you know, not the bad vape stuff. Yeah, so a lot of these vape shops are all like, but that's all of our product. That'll leave us with like 4 things to sell. And it's like, right? That sucks, I know. Bummer. Should have helped change the vote or whatever. Or was it not something that was voted on? I don't know. I didn't delve that far into it. Oh my God, 13 minutes. That's a complete video right there. Or close to it. I don't know. Anyway. Depends on what day of the week it is, right? Yeah, so that was this neighborhood. Obviously, we didn't see diddly nothing. Diddly. Anyway, so we're going to doodly on to the next one here and see if we can find something. Sorry, I don't mean to overload you with drive time. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because this is my video. It's my video and my video to video. Anyway, yeah, so something else, this little rabbit hole-y thing I went down the other day. I was kind of like, I knew some, but I didn't know it all. And hey, but yeah, the double rainbow guy, the guy that was like, oh, it's a double rainbow, that guy. Well, apparently he passed away like several years back, but his YouTube channel, he scheduled, what'd they say, or I read or something, it was like 15 years, I think. It was like so many years, a dozen years in advance. Like, he still has uploads that get uploaded regularly for like the next, I don't know how many years, a lot of years. And so I was thinking like, man, that's I don't know, you know, like there's recording something on a Thursday for a Tuesday because you know you're going to be doing this on Saturday and you want to have something set up for 6 to 7 days a week because there's you know 7 days a week. And yeah, and then there's scheduling 15 years of uploads, like, right? Like that's some strong kung fu, man. Anyway, I don't know. That's what I took from that. The intro. Did I start saying something about the intro music earlier? Yeah, I got a new intro. Thanks to MuskogeeJoe. Anyway, I think I might try to compress it somewhat. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. New intro. I don't know. But yeah, I know it's a bit long. I think it was like 2 minutes or just a hair over there, which is quite long. That's like an intro violation, Mr. Scrappy. Yeah, I mean, it could be. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, yes, but I might try to compress it a smidge there. But I figured the way it stood, it does give you a, you know, a sense of the channel, you know, a taste somewhat, so to speak. So, I don't know. Anyway. Did you see that? What do you think about that? New intro type action. Is that one of those real ones? Ooh, that's a nice one, ain't it? Oh, it's not a real one. You lie a lot. That's a rubber tree. I don't want to plant that in my yard. I'd feel real stupid then. Anyway, somebody out there's like, do it, Mr. Scrappy, do it. Plant that rubber tree in your yard. I mean, you could, you know. I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing it. Empty box or tree that comes with me. Kick or pick? Oh, that's a heavy kick. There's a white one and a green one. We'll take them both. There's another real one. You know, we'll be seeing those things until March. 5-foot pre-lit cashmere pine. Is that what it said? Cashmere. Huh. You know what I did last night? What's that? Oh, hey, I'm glad you're with me. You get to jump out of the wagon. We're finding finds, or finding founds. I don't know. But you know what I did last night? I watched Grumpy Old Men. That's a good movie, you know? And it had me thinking, like, I wish I had that. You know, a buddy next door. Anyway. I mean, not that I want somebody throwing fish in my wagon, but, I mean, I don't know. That's just a good movie. Let's go that way. Fan. Come on, Mr. Scrappy, get more with it. You could be a fan of a fan. I don't know. They don't do that much for me. You know? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, what I was going to say was, what's all that? I don't know. Boxes. Oh my goodness, with the boxes, man. They catch my eye and they're all like, what's that big object? And then it's just a box and I'm all like, ah. But yeah, you know, yeah, so we lost 5 subscribers, you know? It is what it is. And it don't feel bad for me, because I feel better for you. You know why? Because as we become a smaller, tighter knit group here, it's better for you, you know? Because we don't have 100,000 subscribers. We got a little over 10. And now I can't sit and say that I know all 10,000 of you, but here just a while back we had, I can't remember which one of you commented, but there's a husband and wife couple. I'm just going to assume they're husband and wife. If they're not, they should be. What's stopping you guys? Anyway, sometimes he'll comment from her account and he'll have to be like, you know, me here, or she'll comment from his account and he'll be like, nope, it's me here. Anyway, yeah. And then I hadn't seen them for a minute there, and then they commented here a while back, and I was like, there they are. It's good to know they're, you know, you guys are still hanging with us. And like the chief, you know, the fire chief, Larry. Anyway, like I know a lot of you guys in Milford. Yeah, like some of them are even local. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like you would get that on a channel with 100,000 subscribers. Should we come up with a gimmick? Like, not when we find a fan, but like, I mean, not even that gimmick, but like, what if, I don't know, should we have a gimmick? Or is it like that one insurance commercial where all like, you don't need a gimmick to sell your videos, you know? Because I don't have a gimmick. So that would help me not having to come up with one. If you guys were all like, you're like that insurance, Mr. Scrappy. You don't need a gimmick to help sell your videos. What's that, a stairgate? Double stairgate type action with some bonus bits on the bottom side, I think. Is this thing still going? Okay. Hey, it's a car part. It looks like a new car part. What is that? That right there's your front steering cambered unit with your dolly whoppers. I don't know. That's not for a car. It's awful small. What kind of car did that come off of? A van. That's off a scooter, Mr. Scrappy. It could be. I don't know. What do I look like, a mechanic? Housekeeping. What's that? Ooh, why has it got tape all over it? Is it falling apart? And it ain't got no... Well, I guess the pieces go in there. That's the board, right? Is it falling apart? Yeah, it must be. Okay, so we don't want that. It's kind of small, but I got one wanting a bookshelf. We can spray paint this up real nice. That'll look good. Anyway, hey, don't listen to that radio, man. What are you doing? Don't listen to that radio. Come on now. What are you thinking? Listening at the sound of my voice. What about the tote? The tub? The Commander XL. Yeah, somebody will buy that. I mean, borrow that. Anyway, take it to flea market. Get $1 for it. Sold, well, banker. Anyway, 3361 Lady Palm Drive, Mason, Ohio. We'll do a little Zillow tire kicking when we get back around the schnackle there, and we'll see what it would cost you to live in what is this, Tuesday? It's actually Wednesday, but it's Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see what it would cost you to live in Tuesday's Pickerhood. It's all Mason. I scrap Mason. Well, on Sundays I'll go through a little bit of Westchester, but it's mostly Mason. It's just different sides of town. It's such a large place, they break up the garbage into different days, different sides of town, man. Anyway, so yeah, don't let me forget. Give me your palms, ladies, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Is that more of that same bed? I don't know. This looks like a different one here. Oh, that's a lot of wood on that. Yeah. We're gonna have to leave that one. Okie dokie. I mean, we probably could take it, but I don't know. Whatever. I'll take it home and plug it up, see if it works. I'm not scared. It's a nice little bin. It's got that sort of helmet-shaped lid to it. See? Sort of concave wave action on the front. Scoops. How you doing? Are they broken? Is the whole scene? Not in as good a shape as I thought. I don't know. We looked at them. You know, the woman walking her dog there, she says, whatever, howdy. That's not what she said, but that's what she said, you know, and I was all like, how you doing? But, like, in my mind, it comes out sometimes as, like, I don't, like, where there's even words, like, and often when I say, how you doing? Like, I think I'm left questioning, like, did they hear, hell you doing? Like, did they think I just asked them, like, hell you doing? You know, because I didn't say how you doing. I said how you doing. You know. Anyway, I don't know. Like I don't mean any disrespect. I just got mumble mush mouth syndrome or something like that. Anyway, a lot of drive time today, right? I thought I saw it and then I didn't, and then I started to pull away, and I was all like, wait, that was one. What's that? Got the whole thing. Oh, sorry. Need to make a hole in your bag. Just trying to get your globe there. The rest is empty boxes. I'm assuming. Right? I mean, there's nothing in there, is there? I wouldn't think so. Don't feel like it. Coffee pot. Little piece of brass. Picture hooks. Oh, I see something. I see something hiding in there that we need. Did you see it? Hold on, I'll show it to you. Not the Miller sign, but I'll take that too. How do I get to it? There we go. Nice. I don't have one of those on the fence yet. I don't have one of these either. You know, if you scratch them with Mr. Scrappy, they're not worth as much. You're probably right. So, I'll throw that in there. Is that everything? We got clothes hangers. I don't mean to make holes in all your bags, but I can do without the fanny pack. Trophies. Is that a sign? No, that's a plastic political sign. Another little piece of metal and a straw hat. We'll save that for the Jose episode. And we'll dress up like Jose for one of these episodes. You want to do that? That sounds like a blast. Anyway, found something. Fold 'em up Joe. You don't find too many fold 'em up Joes in the dead of winter, but they're out here. So are we. There she is. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a dryer. Okay. That's always a little bit easier. It's the washers that really get you, man. Uh-oh. What do they call that when you give it away? I gave it away before we got there. Spoiler alert, that's what they call it. That's a Scrappy spoiler alert. I've seen a dryer. Eventually, that sweet spot. That looks pretty sweet. Hey, it's got the pedestal too. Up we go. Gives you an extra bit of lift, you know. Just in case. Hey, we did a lot better today than we did yesterday. Oops. She's picking in a Ford Mustang. I knew that's what she was doing. I was down there in that cul-de-sac where we just got this dryer from. And you can tell when somebody's like scooping and skeeping, you know what I'm saying, man? Anyway, I was like, you're in a Mustang. But you can see the back window was shoved full of stuff, and there's just the way they was creeping and looking and eyeballed me. And it's like, yeah, I can smell my own, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, what the hell she was getting from over there? We just passed there, but anyway, yeah, in a Mustang. I figured they were just documenting stuff. It's kind of my story to tell. It's partially Miss Amy's story to tell too. Anyway, that big fancy cemetery right there. Well, seeing as how this is the town where me and Miss Amy grew up in. Anyway, let me camera mount you here. Anyway, her mother and father bought adjoining plots there in that cemetery, and her father passed away. I do believe he was only 42 years old. We'd have to ask her. Could be 48, 46. I think it's 42. He had a funeral, was buried there in the cemetery, in his plot. His wife, the late Zool, she had the plot next to him. But upon her untimely demise, she was cremated. Albeit you can have a funeral for someone who has experienced cremation, it's still just as costly. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it might be a smidge less, but it didn't seem that way. I think they wanted like $6,000. And it's like, what are you talking about? She didn't have money to do any of that. That's why she had to have the cremation process undertaken. And what? Needless to say that, so now, having both her parents passed, Miss Amy has the deed to the plots. Her mother's ashes were spread. And then we got to thinking, like, well, what about that empty plot? Like, you can't sell it because it was bought as a double plot. So, and once seat's taken, Forrest, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's already one occupied. So it's like, huh. And we've went over this before, like we've spoken about it a little bit, and I've always assumed that maybe me and Miss Amy can be buried next to one another or cremated together. Or I often joke that you can cremate me and you can put me inside of one of them old heavy Webers and just shove me out at the yard, see what I weigh and what I pay. I don't really care at that point. I'm gone. But I've mentioned to her before, like, if you want, would you like to be laid to rest there next to your father? It's an empty plot, you know? But I think she might sort of take some offense to that, thinking like, am I saying to her, like, I don't want you around here no more? It's like, no, I was just offering up the option, you know? So anyway, but that's the story with that. So like, if you buy it or you're interested in, like, maybe never buy a double plot, just buy two plots next to each other, you know? The double plot lot thing don't always work out, I guess is what I'm getting at. You know, you might get stuck with. But that said, now her father does have, like, as cramped as they're starting to. There's a lot more souls in that graveyard there. It's a cemetery. Graveyard's next to a church, right? That's a cemetery. There's a lot more souls in that cemetery than there was 25, 32 years ago, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a numbers guy. But, so yeah, her father has there's space there. He's got a bigger footprint than most because the double plot was never taken. Where are you guys going, man? All the action's up here. Anyway, Matt.
I ain't looking at his neck. I was looking at his neck, man.
Grass can do funny stuff to you. But what I'm saying is there's a can over there. You see that can? Look at that can. Can alert. See that big Rumpke can? Ooh, dumpster. I already jumped in that one. You guys didn't see it. There's nothing in it. That was days and days ago. I don't know what day it was. Last Wednesday, maybe? I'm not certain. Dude, it sucks holding this chest mount up in the air like this. It gets annoying. But anyway, yeah, so that was Wednesday, which was actually Tuesday. So, I don't know. We could have cut through on a Wednesday for a Wednesday because it's Wednesday, but their stuff's not going to... We're a day behind for the rest of the week here. They're either going to do double duty on Friday or play a Saturday morning catch-up routine. Sticky breakfast catch-up. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we found, what we got, and what we're taking back to the house. I bet we can move that beer sign online, and the stop sign would probably go as well, but I think Larry's going to want to hang on to that one. Who's this Larry guy? Did you see somebody commented the other day, and they're all like, who's this Larry guy? And I'm all like, you must be new around here, right? Anyway, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Mike. You can call me Mikey. You can call me whatever you want. I don't really care. Just don't call me. Anyway, I know who you are and I know where you live. That's one of the best episodes ever. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Whatever, man. Too much drive time, right? Let's go back to the house. Let's do a time check. 20 after 5. Wednesday.